The National Business Council, chaired by the Vice President, comprises of cabinet ministers, senior government officials, and key investors in the private sector. The Council is a major platform for government and private sector dialogue on business environment reforms and private sector development in the Gambia. Addressing the meeting, the Vice President, His Excellency Mohamed B.S. Jallow, reiterated the need for a strong business framework for enhanced investment in the country, as well as the production of goods and services.
The work of the Council is guided by a Memorandum of Understanding signed in January 2019 between the Government of the Gambia, Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, representing the private sector. Both parties recognize that a strong enabling framework for business is essential to unlock Gambia's potential as a competitive regional investment destination and a producer of goods, services that the world needs and that meets customers' quality standards. The parties accept that a strong private sector will help to realize the National Development Plan goal of providing a stable economic environment that is conducive to fostering strong, sustainable, and private sector-led economic growth for job and wealth creation for an improved standard of living.
VP Jallow also assured Council members of government's commitment to creating an enabling environment and fiscal space for the private sector.
As the President, His Excellency Adama Barrow stated at the Gambia Revenue Authority Award ceremony held on 4th March 2023, and I quote, "Government will meet its obligation of creating the enabling environment and fiscal space for the private sector to thrive. Consider this as an assurance from my government to the private sector," unquote. The government's engagement through the National Business Council is a testament to its commitment and desire to give space to the business sector to reach its full potential as the engine for creating jobs, national wealth, and inclusive growth.
The President of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Idrissa Mas Job, spoke of the need to promote and regulate import, export, and remittances, which he said are key players in economic growth.
$2 billion that pass through the port. In terms of value, 90% of it is import, maybe 10% is export. The next important thing as far as the economic activities are concerned is the remittances, which represent maybe about 20-25% of GDP. If you add remittances and activities at the port, clearly that's 75% of the Gambian economy. So if we get it right, we get a lot of things right.
The Senior Business Development Officer at GCCI, Mohamed Sany, said the meeting will discuss current issues affecting the economy and map out possible solutions to improve trade and foreign exchange.
They discuss areas surrounding the prevailing economic conditions, as I mentioned. So they will be talking today about issues surrounding the port, forex, trade, taxes, and the like. They will come up with recommendations, and the government will work on implementing those recommendations in the short term to try and improve the way things are going with forex, like I mentioned before, and generally the economy.
It is expected that discussions made during the meeting will help the National Business Council consider and adopt the necessary measures to enable the Gambia to become competitive and take advantage of the opportunities offered by regional trade agreements such as the ECOWAS and the African Continental Free Trade Agreements. Alhaji Mbaye, GRTS News.